Good day everyone. Today I will discuss about workflow system, enterprise resource, and expert systems. First, we will discuss about workflow system. In order to understand a workflow system, we must define it first. A workflow system is a platform that combines several discrete workflow tools into one cohesive application that automates processes, involving both machine and human tasks usually in a linear sequence. However, task sequences can also be dynamic and/or parallel depending on actions taken or the needs of the process. In order to understand it more, we must define two main things, which are workflow management, and a workflow management system. Workflow management is creating and optimizing paths for data in order to complete items in a given process. Workflow management includes finding redundant tasks, mapping out the workflow in an ideal state, automating process, and identifying bottlenecks of areas for improvement. A workflow management system, or WMS or WFMS, is a software tool designed to help streamline routine business processes for optimal efficiency. Workflow management system involves creating a form to hold data and automating a sequential path of tasks for the data to follow until it is fully processed. Now we will discuss what does a workflow management system do. When you're in the market for a workflow management system, you are looking for something that allows individuals to automate repetitive processes, follows up automatically on uncompleted tasks in the process, gives an overall picture of the workflow along with performance metrics. Now these are the 10 features every workflow management system should have. 1. Intuitive code-free workflow designer. If you ask a process owner to create a workflow, she is likely to draw a straight line with key steps in the process, each requiring input, approval, or denial. If you ask a programmer to make a software for invoice approval workflow, it will start looking like the family tree of Oedipus. Oedipus is from the Greek mythology. A great workflow management systems let you think in simple linear loops and does all the complex stuff in the background. So a workflow management system should be simple and does all the complex stuff for you. 2. WS or WYG form designer. In 2020, there's no excuse for a form designer to be anything less than awesome. It's got to be a drag and drop, and you need fields all the different types: text, numbers, maps, calculation, drop-downs, and more. If you aren't initially impressed at the form designer of your workflow management system, chances are that you will outgrow it pretty fast. Want to select the next actor for a task to form the form? Want to link your form to a different database? Want to display live data from a website? All of this should be very easy to accomplish. Your form designer should be simple and intuitive and shouldn't require a consultant to walk you through it. Number 3. Integration with other cloud apps. Integration used to be a nice to have feature for workflow management. Now it's essential. Workflow doesn't operate independently from other processes. Documents, sales reports, cash flows, calendars, and contact details should all be smoothly from your workflow to your CMS, calendars, email, financial software, and more. If your workflow management system isn't incredibly easy to set up to integrate with other tools out there, it's already outdated. Number 4, cloud-based technology. The cloud versus on-premise debate is pretty much over. Choosing on an on-premise option is like betting that MySpace is going to make a comeback, which is impossible almost. And it is not just about accessing to your data from any location. It is about who's in charge of updates and maintenance. It's about compliance of privacy of data. It's about building a partnership with a vendor rather than just making a one-time purchase. Your workflow management tool needs to exist in the cloud if you want any shot to make it useful to your plan. Number 5, KPI-based reports. Lots of workflow tools out there will let you create a simple workflow. But if you are serious about actually achieving a new level of productivity, you are going to need some solid reporting features. When you first automate a workflow, You are entering a testing ground. What you thought was running smoothly might be taking much longer than you anticipated. You base reporting functions on your WMS and will let you see and analyze where the bottlenecks are and where the focus of your attention. 6. SLA status indicators. A good a good workflow management system will be your one-stop shop for all the core processes in your organization. So your workflow tool may have more than 30 workflows running at any time. When you think about viewing all of this on a dashboard, you need a way to make sure you are staying current in all of your tasks. SLA indicators can let you know which ones are the most pressing and which ones can wait while you handle other tasks. The dashboard of your WMS should be color codes or a similar tool draw to your attention to the most pressing workflows. 7. Notifications when and where you need them. The key to automated workflow system is that you never needed to push them. Like a Pinewood Derby car, as soon as you start new processes, it should be kept going until it finishes without anyone needing to follow up. The key to this kind of flow is notifications. An effective business workflow management system will send notifications via email or push notifications on your mobile to remind you of upcoming approvals. Users should also be able to customize the kind of notifications they receive. Number 8. Parallel branches. All workflows are sequential, but some are unique. Some sequential steps can happen at the same time. Take a travel request or a purchase requisition. It has a very predictable path. But what if it is for an international travel? You may not you may need to separate track that handles passports and other details of the upcoming trip. Adding this kind of complexity should be easy and shouldn't require a degree in computer science. Right from the form, you should be able to add a branch and create unconditional tasks easily. Number 9. Role-based access control. Many workflow contains sensitive information that is not intended to be shared with everyone in the process. Every workflow management system should allow you to customize what each user can see and edit. Making a quick change to this part of the workflow should not break or affect historical requests. Last but not the least, number 10, transparent pricing. Why invest a huge amount of capital into software that may cost you more trouble than it is worth? What if you only want to automate one process between a few people? Do you still need to invest a lot of money? The best workflow management systems operate on a monthly pay-as-you-go model where the fees are all inclusive of running costs and you only pay for the number of users accessing the system. If a workflow tool won't tell you the cost right on the website, it means they are trying to figure out how much they can get out of you based on your size and reputation. That was the required 10 things that a WFMS should have. As you investigate your options, keep these 10 things in mind. You don't settle for something less than amazing when it comes to keeping your workflow quick and seamless. Now we are going to discuss about Enterprise Resource Planning or ERP. Enterprise Resource Planning is a process used by companies to manage and integrate the important parts of their businesses. Many ERP software applications are important to companies because they help them implement resource planning by integrating all of the processes needed to run their companies with a single system. An ERP software system can also integrate planning, purchasing inventory, sales, marketing, finance, human resources, and more. Here are some key takeaways for a efficient ERP. ERP software can integrate all of the processes needed to run a company. ERP solutions have evolved over the years, and many are now typically web-based applications that users can access remotely. An ERP can be ineffective if a company doesn't implement it carefully. We'll discuss about ERP fundamentals. ERP systems are designed around a single defined data structure or schema that typically has a common database. This help ensures that the information used across the enterprise is normalized and based on a common definitions and user experiences. These core constructs are then interconnected with businesses, processes driven by workflow across business departments or finance, human resources, engineering, marketing, and operations, connecting systems and the people who use them. Simply put, ERP is the vehicle for integrating people, processes, and technologies across the modern enterprise. ERP also includes that these data fields and attributes roll up to the correct account in the company's general ledger so that all costs are properly tracked and represented. Here are the business values of ERP. It is impossible to ignore the impact of ERP in today's business world, as enterprise data and processes are corralled into ERP systems. Business can align separate departments and improve workflows, resulting in insignificant bottom line savings. Examples of specific business benefits includes the following. Number 1, improve business insights from real-time information generated by reports. Number 2, lower operational cost through streamlined business processes and best practices. Number 3, enhance collaboration from users sharing data in contracts, requisitions, and purchase orders. Number 4, improve efficiency through a common user experience across many business functions and well-defined business processes. Number 5, consistent infrastructure from the back office to the front office with all business activities having the same look and feel. Number 6, higher user adoption rates from a common user experience and design. Number 7, reduce risk through an improved data integrity and financial controls. And last, lower management and operational costs through uniform and integrated systems. Our last topic for this video is expert systems. An expert system is a computer program that uses artificial intelligence or AI technologies to simulate the judgment and behavior of a human or an organization that has expert knowledge and experience in a particular field. Typically, an expert system incorporates a knowledge base containing accumulated experience and an inference of rules or engine, a set of rules for applying the knowledge base to each particular situation that is described to the program. The system's capabilities can be enhanced with additions to the knowledge base or to the set of rules. Current systems may include machine learning capabilities that allows them to improve their performance based on experience just as humans do. The expert system can resolve many issues which generally would require a human expert. It is based on knowledge acquired from an expert. It is also capable of expressing and reasoning about some domain knowledge. Expert systems were the predecessor of the current-day artificial intelligence, deep learning, and machine learning systems. Following are the important characteristics of an expert system. Number 1, the highest level of expertise. The expert system offers the highest level of expertise. It provides efficiency, accuracy, and imaginative problem solving. Number 2, right on time reaction. An expert system interacts in a very reasonable period of time with the user. The total time must be less than the time taken by an expert to get the most accurate solution for the problem. Number 3, good reliability. The expert system needs to be reliable and it must not able to make mistakes, or at least commit a minimum number of mistakes. Number 4, flexible. It is vital that it remains flexible as it is an expert system. Number 5, effective mechanism. Expert systems must have an efficient mechanism to administer the compilation of the existing knowledge in it. And lastly, number 6, capable of handling challenging decisions and problems. An expert system is capable of handling challenging decision problems and delivering solutions.